Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hello.
Hey.
Happy 4th of July.
So how was vacation?
Oh, it was good. It was good, bitch.
You sound like you
But
got a
what?
cold or something.
Welcome
Yeah, I
to
got
the
sick.
ASOP Vehicle
Well,
Retrieval
my
System.
nephew was sick from the get-go, and he got everybody sick eventually. I caught it finally the last 2 days of the vacation. I got started to get sick.
Yeah.
I just took and kind of powered through it. But yeah, I'm still a little sick
Your insurance claim
from
has been
that.
sent.
But it was a good vacation. Holy crap! The weather is just perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Where'd you go again?
Aruba.
Aruba. Okay. Yeah, my daughter was down there.
The wind's always blowing. Boy, I mean, you're talking 10 to 20 knots,
Thank you.
pretty consistently. Um, but it's actually nice because,
Please visit us
you
again.
know, it's,
It's
you can
hot.
just sit there and stay cool. Yeah, it's hot, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty far down south.
Yeah.
And so, you just get used to it. It doesn't even bother me at all. I enjoyed the wind and the consistency of it. The snorkeling, the water's just amazing. It's so clear. Snorkeling's great. Some really fun beaches, you know.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. My
it's a
daughter.
very deserty island,
Yeah. My
not tall.
daughter. My daughter and her husband have a place down there. They go every year.
Oh, in Aruba?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's
I keep telling them
fantastic.
not to go. I keep telling them not to go.
Well, it's great down there. And it's not, I didn't see any homeless people or any, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very little poverty that I could, I mean, we stayed like kind of in the barrio, we didn't stay on the main resort kind of side,
Right.
the strip there.
Yeah.
We just rented a Airbnb from a local family, the Torres family,
Gotcha.
and it was awesome. I mean, just great house. They obviously had updated it and redone it, for to be Airbnb, but um, yeah, it's not like anything's far. I mean, we were 10 minutes outside the main city, Orangestad, and the airport and all that. But we could get to any beach in 10, 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
well, hell, you can drive from one end of the island to the other in a half an hour. Um, Boy, not a street light on it though. All these little circle drives everywhere. Um, cool. Roads are narrow.
Pitch black at night.
They have some. No, I don't meant like signal lights, like
Oh.
red light, green light, yellow light kind of thing.
Gotcha.
They have street lights, you know, in the neighborhoods on the power poles. You know, there's lights and stuff. That's not bad. Though, very few street signs. Good luck. You know, if you were there without a map in your hand, you'd have a hard time. And they're just, it's the layout of the roads are just haphazard, right? It's just spider web.
Yep.
Very organic, not planned, right? It wasn't. They didn't have a civil engineer plan this shit out. They just fucking went with it.
It was just an island that settled. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
They just plopped down and it became a.
No, they definitely just plopped down. That's for sure. Shit just goes everywhere. But whatever. I mean, I ain't give a shit. Expensive. You know, the only thing that's not expensive there is the gasoline. You know, and seafood. If you get to the seafood market or get to the dock market, you know, early in, you can get some good deals. But if you anything near the resort strip, you know, outrageously expensive, stupid expensive. Which we avoid. We only had one dinner down in that area at an Indian restaurant, and it was expensive. It wasn't psycho expensive, but the portions were small. It was good. You know, the food was great. It was just small portions, very little naan bread, which, you know, I love naan. And, but yeah, it was great. We had a blast. I mean, just snorkeled almost every day. We were snorkeling, sometimes multiple beaches we'd hit, you know, in a day. And, just kind of rode all over the place. We really consumed that island pretty thoroughly. Went golfing one day. That was really expensive. Holy shit. It was like $800 to go golfing for 6 of us.
Yeah.
That was pricey.
9 holes?
And that was 9 holes.
Damn.
9, not 18. The guy, my brother and his sons just have never golfed. And so I mean, we had fun, you know, chilling them, but they were slow as shit. The first hole, it almost took us, we were 45 minutes before we were off the first hole. Almost an hour, really. It was painful. And they got faster, you know, as we went, but it was cool. Had fun with my boys. We got good pictures and, you know, and then I came home. You know, our flight was delayed coming out of Orlando last night, so I didn't get home till, well, our time, like Eastern time, it was like 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 a.m. this morning, 1 a.m. local, I guess. But I was pretty tired. My adjustable, you know, gas regulator came in while I was on vacation, so I got that installed. Get to go play with that, tune that, see if I can tune it for that ammo to resolve that freaking overgassing, you know. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Get up, but quite the events, man. We were trying to keep up with the news as best we could when we get in at night, you know, from dinner, or if I cooked dinner a couple nights. Always cook breakfast when we were there. Except for the morning when we left. That morning we went to a local kind of breakfasty place and had like an egg and cheese sandwich. Yeah. But yeah, fucking Johnson, man, that guy. Holy shit! I don't know how he got that through. They must have been making deals with a couple of the holdouts, huh? On the side.
Yeah.
But
I haven't been paying a lot of attention to it, to be honest with
Yeah, I mean, I'm just shocked. The bad thing is the Short Act and the Hearing Act. Part of it got held up by the Senate. What the fuck? The Senate. It's that one person that like rulemaker, the parliamentarian. Yeah, she held up. She said, no, you can't remove all the paperwork side, right, from the NFA, even though, but she allowed them to remove the tax. But it's like, there's already precedent in law that states on the books, and they pointed it out to her and said, look, it says here that all this other crap is a result of the tax and would not exist without the tax. So when you remove the tax, it all goes. She still didn't relent. I'd have fired her a fucking ass,
Yeah,
but
so
whatever.
Well, I'd have done it. I'd have done it anyway.
Because there was such an abundance of evidence pointing to the
why
fact
didn't
that
why didn't they just say screw it? We're doing it anyway, regardless what she says. She does not have the power to override anything.
Agreed. I don't know why, but whatever.
So in other words,
there's already lawsuits that are going to be filed on it. They'll take it to court and say, sorry, we already have court precedent stating that all the registration, all that bullshit is, so there's a word I'm trying to think. It means that it's subordinate to the tax. The tax drives all that. Without the tax, none of that matters, right? It falls away. It is meaningless. And so, and I think there's two cases that in history that covered it. And so and the reason is, you know, what's funny, when they made it in the first place, you know, in 1934, obviously, but after that, I think this was one of the first cases was in 35 or 36, right? The challenge came up and they said, hey, this is bullshit. And they said the only reason you can do any of this, right, is this is a tax, okay? And any of this other crap, the registration, the fingerprint, all that identification shit and record keeping, otherwise the court was going to throw it out, right? Court said, hey, we will throw this shit out because it's unconstitutional. I still think it's unconstitutional, or whatever. It's unconstitutional. All this other stuff is because of it's a tax. You can do the tax, and you can say that you have to do this other stuff because of the tax, but you can't. Any of that other stuff is crap, right? They said it in that first major ruling. So it's gonna fall, and it will fall hard, and whatever. Parliamentarian be damned, but it'll get sorted out in the court because there's such precedent, clear precedent, and so whatever. You know, the Dems think they got a little victory on that, but they didn't.
So we still gotta. Do we still have to? What's in the bill then?
Well, as far as the Short Act and the Hearing Protection Act, the tax is gone, so you don't have to pay the $200 tax stamp, right?
Right.
But they still, because of the parliamentarian ruling, you still have to do all the paperwork, which is the egregious part of the whole thing anyways.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So we'll just have to wait. There'll be a court case this year that'll come up, right? It'll be filed and we'll see what the hell happens, but it'll fall. It'll just, unfortunately, be a little longer than we hoped. But there's a lot in it. I mean, I guess the big things would be the border and ICE and you know, Border Patrol, ICE and all that funding that's secured in that. Military, budgetary spending is in there.
I have a problem.
There's
I have a problem with
no tax on tips, no tax on
but the one thing
OT.
The one thing I wanted was the weapon suppressor.
Yeah, and it did pass. You know, so yeah, you can get a suppressor and it's going to cost you $200 less because you don't have to pay the tax.
Right, but I wanted it cleared completely.
Yeah, without having to be, yeah.
Yep.
We'll see because it's gonna, the lawsuits are gonna come in hot and heavy. Trust me, you know they're already fucking writing them up. So
Yeah,
we'll see what
but
happens.
The question's going to be who takes them. Who's gonna, where are they going to file the suit? That's the problem.
Yeah, where are they gonna file a suit? That's true. I mean, I think they ought to file it in obviously a favorable district. Um, and it'll affect, I hope they file in my district because I'd like it to, you know, at least affect me first before it gets to the Supreme Court for for a national, you know, because the ruling of the Supreme Court, you know, you can't do a nationwide injunction, right? They just said, hey, this shit ends now. Um, but they could do their own district and they could do that kind of stuff, right?
Well, no,
Local.
a nationwide injunction can
To the
still
parties.
No, nationwide injunction can still be done if it is directly related to constitutional right.
But yeah, but it can't be done by a district court judge. It has to be, because that in the ruling I read, they were like, no,
Well, no,
you
because they can use
you arbitrate between two parties,
no.
You
If they
don't get to
file,
do that
if
shit.
they use class action, then it
Sure,
becomes
if there's a
nationwide.
if it's class action and it's big enough and there are injured parties in every district
Right.
of the United States,
Right.
yes, that is an exception.
Right.
I believe could potentially be an exception. Yes.
Right, and there was
Yeah,
another
yeah, yeah,
there was
yeah.
another exception too, and my understanding was if it's a
Hey, the
violation
Supreme
of
Court can do it. It's not
well,
like
yeah,
the
of course,
Supreme Court can't do it.
right,
Okay, obviously.
right,
So,
but the ruling, the way I understood it was, if it is a direct violation of the U.S. Constitution, it can be a nationwide injunction, but it has to be seen by the appeals court immediately. It can't be held on docket or anything.
I didn't.
You
I
broke
read
up.
some of it and got. Sorry, I said I read some of it, and heard a couple commentators talking on it. But
Yeah. So I guess.
boy, did they fucking let Ketanji Brown. Holy shit! Did you see what she wrote?
Yep.
In the about her dissent.
Yep.
I mean, that was. I mean, just slap the fucking dick out of her mouth. I mean, crack.
Yep.
Ouch.
Talk
Ouch.
about
Just.
not having a clue what the Constitution says, you know?
Oh no, she's an idiot. That's what she said. She's
Yeah.
just like, you're a fucking moron, and
Yep.
you got no business being here. Was kind of what she said to him.
Yep.
You know, what the fuck are you arguing? Okay,
Yep.
you're not arguing anything that matters. You're not arguing anything of, you know, consequence or of import to this case, and it's just this. Ugh, it was brutal,
Yep.
brutal. So, and what's funny is, I mean, it's not like this shit happens, you know, oh, in a moment. They were probably passing crap and drafts back and forth for weeks on this.
Yep.
And it's probably, they tried to tell her, don't do this. Do not do this, you know.
Yep.
You are really stepping in it. And she just did it anyways. Yeah, fuck you, you know.
Yep.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to
Look like a fool.
talk about just, you know, judges need to be little fucking kings. Screw you,
Yep.
you know.
Yep. She just.
Dumb.
Yeah, and I think she needs to be removed.
She just does not under. And you know what's, honestly, I shit you not, I think the other one is dumber.
Oh yeah, the other one is dumber, but I think they both need to be removed.
You know, the little Mexican chick
Yeah.
lady is,
Oh yeah.
she's dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, I think Ketanji is, I don't think she's stupid. I think she's just very much a fucking activist.
Yeah, she's a
You
full-on
know,
activist.
she's an incredible activist. And,
Yeah,
you know, but the other one is, true. God, that one is just a,
Yep.
she is stupid as shit.
All three of them
But,
are
whatever.
basically leftist activists. They're all three of them.
Yeah, they're activists. Yep. Thanks, Biden and Obama, I guess. So, Thank God Mayorkas is in there. Jeez.
Oh my God. Yeah. You imagine
Um,
the shitstorm.
oh, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, we honestly, the world would be a different place, right?
Yep. We'd probably be in a civil war already.
We might, yeah, it would be bad. It would potentially be very bad.
Yep.
Um, yeah, horrible. But there's a lot of good shit in there. My mom is like, my mom watches with my dad. They watch a lot of like PBS and shit, right?
Yep.
And I try to get them to watch other stuff. When my mom goes, I was watching. I came home right this morning. I was watching some other shit, and we were talking about the bill. And I was watching a conservative video, and they were talking about the no tax on Social Security, right?
Yep. Yep.
And now it's not everybody. I mean, there's an income limit. You know, they said it's going to affect about 80% of recipients, right?
Right.
And my mom's like, wait a minute, what? And I was like, yeah, no, there's a whole big thing where you don't pay tax on your Social Security. And she's like, what? How? What? I haven't heard anything about that being in there. And I was like, it's because, I look at her, I was like, it's because you and dad watch the fucking worst news in the country.
Yep.
And she's like, well, why wouldn't they say that? That's huge. That would affect so many seniors. And I was like, that's exactly why they didn't say it, Mom.
Right. Exactly. And we kids have been trying to tell you. You're
Yeah,
walking
and
around
they're like,
freaking town.
she's like, that is just so deceptive. I can't believe they wouldn't have talked about that. And I was laughing, you know. And what were we joking? We were like, not most, a lot of the people, right,
Yeah.
who like the no tax on tips. A lot of those people don't pay any fucking tax anyways, right? And a lot of these seniors or people getting Social Security or lower income, they're getting all that back anyways.
Yeah.
They're not paying any tax, but I'm not sure how they worded it. There's other taxes that you never get back that they charge you,
Yeah.
and so I think they actually have been charging them the payroll tax as well, right? That's the big one that's going to matter, right? So if that tax is gone, that'll be much bigger. If it's just federal income tax that they're not charging, right? There'll be a swath of kind of middle income retirees,
Well, it's
that it'll
basically
help.
state tax is not touched by it. So
Right.
it's going to be the states that have low income tax. Everybody's going to be happy, and the rest of the states are going to go, we need to pass a no income tax because they're going to start losing people. I mean, people are getting. That's why so
Or
many
retirees, right?
Well, yeah, and states are starting to figure out that we got to do something different because our population is dropping to the point we're not going to be able to sustain the state.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's a lot of good stuff in there. Um, Obviously, the making the tax cuts to 2017 permanent are really big, you know.
Yep.
But there's a lot of other good stuff in there.
Yeah, it was funny because I was arguing with a couple people about. They were just hyping. Oh man, we get new tax breaks and blah blah blah. I said, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. We're not getting any
No,
new
you don't.
tax breaks. Are you freaking a senior citizen? No.
Well,
Then what are you
yeah,
talking about?
well, hourly employees potentially, if you get OT, that'll be nice.
Yeah, but
Um,
we were talking the basic. Everybody's getting a tax break, and I said no. Everybody's
no,
not getting a
no,
tax break. They are
it's tailored.
codifying.
Yeah,
They're codifying the tax reductions you already
yep,
got. They're like, oh,
correct.
you
They're
get.
making them permanent.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
making them
they're making them
permanent.
permanent.
These people are
Yeah,
just like, like man,
because
you
they
don't
would have
get any.
sunset this year, right? They
Yep,
all
the
would
end of the year.
have. Those would have sunset,
The end of the
and
year.
so yeah, exactly. End of the year, it would have sunset, and you'd have gotten dinged on your 2026 taxes.
Yep.
Um, But, it's not like it can't be undone. They just have to vote House and Senate to kill it, right?
Yeah.
If they want to change it, they can obviously change it. But it's not going to, but they have to vote to do it, right? So that's a lot when you got to go, all right, I'm voting for the largest tax increase in history. Right? So, they're going to be more reluctant to do that than just wait, because that's what the Dems were going to do. They were just happy as could be to wait it out, right?
Yeah.
Wait it out, and then it sunsets, and then they get what they want,
right,
without having to do shit.
right.
So,
But they lost the
but
election.
yeah, what other good shit's in there?
But they lost the election, so.
Yeah, well, and like Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, the adding back. Basically, it's just adding back the Clinton era work requirements. It's almost identical to the '90s work requirements that we had um, in, right? So that's good. If you're able-bodied, below retirement age, and all that, able-bodied, now dependent, you don't have a kid. You should they're saying you need to work 20 hours,
That's right.
you know?
Yeah.
How bad is that?
Democrats sure don't like that. They're all
Well, yeah, they're just Hakeem Jeffries lied about that for 9 hours straight.
Yep.
Um, Jesus, I tried to watch a little bit of it, but I mean, I check in and I'd be like, oh my God, he's still fucking talking, and it's the same fucking lie.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's just horrible. Anyways,
They all
so
do. Yeah.
that'll be good. That'll save a lot, and there's some other shit. And now they can get on to hopefully taking up some of these, making permanent some of these Doge cuts, and really slapping in there and getting some of that fraud, waste, abuse crap legislated instead of just executive.
Yeah. I want to see more of
Um,
them that though.
yeah, sure. I do too. But they were never going to get to it if they sat here for the rest of the fucking year and in 3 more months had to pass another fucking debt ceiling. And then another 3 months they had to do it again. That's the only thing they ever get done.
Right.
So
But,
they got no excuse now. They need
right.
to get some shit done.
Right. And it's going to
Yeah.
be, if they don't get some shit done, they're going to lose the election.
They'll lose. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is huge. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but this is just a
This
start.
is huge.
This is a start compared to
It's
what's
a great start. It's a good start.
right.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
people are not going
Good
to,
start. Good start.
people are not going to take this and say, you know, they're not going to take this and say, okay, all is well for the midterms. Now get the rest of the shit that we want.
Well, midterms are still a ways away, right? You got a year and a half before midterms,
Well,
so.
that's not that long.
Oh, true. It's not that long, but they need to get some other shit, done.
That's what I just said.
I
That's what I
agree.
said.
Yeah, no, I'm just agreeing with you. Totally, 100% agreeing with you.
Yeah,
I'm
if they
just
don't, they're
so
screwing themselves.
fucking Speaker Johnson is like, he's right there with Newt Gingrich for me for top speaker in my lifetime. Tell you what, man, that guy. I don't know how the hell he did his wizardry, but he did something. Holy shit. The fuck he did it.
Well, what I'm dreading is, what did they promise?
Well, but the guys they were promising to weren't Democrats, right? They were hardcore. These are guys, the freedom, right? They're the freedom fucking
Right. So what did
block
they promise
guys.
them? That's what I want to know. What did they promise them?
I'm betting their biggest beef, right, was
The debt.
was spending,
Yeah.
right? Is
Yep.
debt. So I'll bet they promised him to take up fucking Doge cuts. Speaker Johnson had to probably, in blood say, we
It's
will
it's
go
got to be.
and dive
It.
into and we will make it happen to get these cuts done, right?
Yeah, but I think it's going to have to be more than that. I don't.
It might be. It might be.
It's going to
And
have
hell,
to be.
Trump was involved, right? They all had a
Yeah.
meeting with Trump, so Trump might be talking with them on some executive actions that, may have swayed those two guys over, right?
Yeah. Because if it were me, the Doge cuts would not be enough. I'd be like, we need to put money into the military that can't be touched. However, everything else It's time to get rid of the pork. It's time to get rid of the bullshit. It's time to get back to what things are supposed to be. And unless you freaking tell me we're going to put a plan together for just that purpose, you're not getting the vote.
You know, something was promised or whatever to get their
Yep.
to get those two guys to vote.
Yep.
So they're not guys that are, you know, they're not asking for pork. They're probably asking for, you know, some hard cuts somewhere. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but hey, man, damn good. I mean, I'm fucking tickled pink. I mean, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I want to go shoot
The
now.
tough
Right, I
part.
want to go shoot the star.
Well, the tough part is that how do you? I agree that we need to have cuts, but on the other side of the coin, we can't cut because we have got to catch up to China. We have got to get our shit together and fast. And
Well, if we can hit, what did they say? If we hit about what, 3.5% growth, and you can hold that type of growth, um, that would make for the ability to pay down some debt, right?
yeah.
Go the correct direction. But you got to get at least, I think break even is what, 3.2%. So
I don't know
if
the
they
numbers
hit that,
specific.
I think it's right around there. I've heard there's differing kind of ones, but they're all hovering right around that 3.4, 3.5 growth would mean that we would have surplus
Yeah.
at current spending levels. I think they need to claw back more of the COVID spending fucking crap. They clawed back a lot of it. Don't get me wrong. There was some good spending cuts in there, but it was shit that, you know, was all COVID based crap, right?
Yeah.
I wish they'd have done more um, with the fucking Green Act. I think the Senate kind of let us down, and by easing some of the stuff the House had in there when it came to the Green Act and spending on fucking, you know,
Yep.
global
They should
warming
have just
bullshit.
cut it all out. Is what they should have done.
Yeah, they should have. But you know, the Senate, fucking, and we barely got it through the Senate, right? That was already bad enough.
Yeah, there's some senators
So,
that are going to lose their jobs, and the question is it going to be enough to give Democrats some fucking control back?
well, it depends on, because if Trump primaries you, that doesn't mean you're not losing your base. If Trump primaries supports somebody and primaries those guys, you
Yeah,
know.
but I'm talking about the election itself, because there's two or
Yeah.
three that have said they're now not going to run again, and it's like,
Well, Tillis isn't running, so it'll be an open
he's not
primary
the only
for
one.
his seat.
There was a couple others that announced now they're
Awesome. Fucking good. Retired. Get the fuck out.
yeah, but then
All right.
It opens the seats for the Democrats.
Sure. But, you know, these aren't all necessarily districts that are in massive danger here, right?
Well, I don't count on shit.
Seats that those guys have held for years, term on term on term. So I doubt they're massively at risk districts, right?
Yeah, but the way this country votes, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Um,
I don't know.
I mean,
If they
part of
keep
the problem.
voting, if the trend we have seen over the last 3 elections and 2020, if you throw out all the bullshit, the trend was still there going our way,
I
right?
understand that, but the
Um,
Republican problem is that the Republicans don't know how to keep their shit together, and that's why they lose every fucking time.
well, because we're not a block. We're not like fucking Dems. I mean, they lockstep, man. They goose step to the
Right.
fucking beat.
And the problem is that
So
it's killing the party, the Republican side, because people see that shit. And
well,
the
you know,
American
we did
people,
just come off of the best Republican election since, well, hell, yeah,
that's true.
since Reagan.
Right. That's true. However, it doesn't mean anything because midterms are coming around unless people see substantial. You know, people have seen bills passed before. Most of the country doesn't.
Show me the money. Yeah, I get you. Show me the money.
So
Yeah.
right now, sure, they got the bill passed for Trump, but most of the people, like your mom and dad, of course, they have no clue what's actually in it. So
yeah, some key parts that mom was just like, why wouldn't they talk about that? And my mom just got to stop watching that crap.
And the thing is, though, that's why the Republicans have got to start passing shit that people are cognizant of. That do people?
Yeah, we just, none of these big damn bills. I want to see a bill that's one damn page long. One page. Yep. If you can't say it in a page, sit the fuck down.
Yep. And honestly, I think the law needs to change so that every bill must be its own bill.
Yeah.
Period.
None of this tag along bullshit. Yep. It's a bill. This is it. We're going to vote on it.
Yep. If a senator or a congressman wants to front something for their own state,
I'll vote on it, but you got to add this. No ads. No ads.
You write the bill. If I was a senator here in the state of Wisconsin and I want to get money to do broadband rule or whatever the fuck, I have to write that bill specifically for my state. I want money for this. And I have to submit it, and everybody's got to vote on it. Period. End of story. There's no tagging it on to all this other shit. If I want something for my state, I need to write the bill as a senator and submit it. Period. And that's how it should work. And that's how that needs. I think if we ever have a constitutional convention,
and they've tried that. Was the workaround they tried back years ago? The line item veto.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was
they could never get that anywhere.
Well, it's a joke. It's
If you had the right guy in office, sure, but if you have the wrong guy in office, it could be catastrophic, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I agree. Just hear one thing.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
One thing.
Yep.
One page and one thing. There you go. I mean, maybe it could be more than one page as long as it's still just one damn thing, right? Annie, been good. Had a good week. I'm a little tired, but hopefully I'll recover here over the weekend and
you guys aren't
get
going
back to work. Nah, there's fireworks when the sun goes down here, man. The people that I live around, they go ape shit. There's a fireworks show all around my house every year. They violate the law heavily.
Hate the fact that somebody shoots off guns.
Well, I mean, I can shoot a gun legally in my damn backyard.
Right,
I don't do it.
Like you said, they don't like.
Well, I will do it tonight. And trust me, my brother are going to walk out there and we're going to crack off a couple magazines of 45.
There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know if I'll shoot it in the pond or pond's usually pretty good. Maybe we'll do it in the ditch, because you can shoot off the bridge. You
don't shoot it up in the air?
Oh God! Can you imagine? Jesus effing Christ! Yeah.
Well, we're laughing about it. The sad part is there's people that do.
Right. Yeah, there are morons that do. And they're not even in a place where they not even supposed to shoot, right?
Yep.
At least where I'm shooting, it's perfectly legal.
Yep.
Because I'm in the county and it's legal to shoot in the county. So I'd like to shoot my scar, but that girl's just a bit too loud, I think.
It's Independence Day. Who cares?
Yeah, maybe I will. I got the new gas block on it. I do want to see if I can chest it. That would be sweet. Oh, I'm excited. Anyways, are you in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing? What you doing?
Well, I've been just doing shit while you were talking.
Stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking.
I have only played a couple days because, what was it, maybe 3 streams ago? It'll still be up there if you happen to go through any of the streams. I blew up. I went
You blew up.
absolutely over the top, using every freaking Navy term I'd ever heard, name calling, insulting. That's it. I went on. And the video is self-explanatory why.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I do now. But
How's that server? Do we want to find a different one? Or are you okay?
If you can get a better server than this, because this one was, let me see what it's running at. This one is at 10 FPS, so if you can get one better, I mean, it's doing all right, but there's load because we're also making free fly again. Sick of this freaking free fly shit.
They need to have you be able to opt out of free fly servers. I don't want to be in a free fly server.
Yep. Yeah, if they're going to do free
No,
fly,
it may not help, right? It's the back end that gets overwhelmed.
right,
Just the sheer volume.
but still, I hope their intent is not to have a free fly every fucking, when the game is actually live.
Yes.
You know? Because it is.
It definitely degrades it.
Well, it's not just degrading I'm talking about, though. It's the people just acting fucking idiots. And
Gotcha.
some of the stuff that you've missed are the robot duping and shit like that that's been going. Sega's got a lot of problems on their hands right now.
Robot duping? What?
Oh yeah, they've got some major fucking problems. Everybody's back.
Hacker stuff?
Both hackers and bots and all sorts of shit. You'll have to see some of the videos where you'll walk into a station and there's 20 NPCs or characters or whatever standing there, all making the same motion, and they're duping. They found a way to dupe like Janolite and stuff to make fast money. I mean, it's out of control. Yeah.
And now you're making me not want to play.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been playing. That's what I just said at night.
I see your thing saying, oh, we could try Hathor or try something else.
Yeah,
like,
well, I said I'd give it a shot tonight, but my point is that it has been not a good period per se.
Yeah. Well, I'm in orbit above Crusader. Oh, let me look at the server I'm on. Maybe that would help. Huh?
Do what?
I didn't even look at the info on my server here. Hold on. So I am on server number 060. B.
That's what I'm on.
So we're on the same one. And it's getting 10 frames.
And it's what?
10 frames.
Yeah.
Looks like. All right.
Trying to set up some junk armor.
Well, I'll come in. I'm in my Connie. What do we want to... Well, what do we want to fly? If we're going to do Hathor, we're going to have to be able to haul something.
I don't know.
We could...
Wherever you want.
Something that's got some...
It'd be nice if we could man at least a Polaris up, but we can't because we don't have enough
Yeah, we have people.
because of the assholes out there.
Yeah, I mean, with just 2 of us.
Yep. Ain't gonna cut it.
I mean, we might be able to get away with one guy in a strong fighter and another guy in like the little, what's a bucket? starter ship with the pickup bed.
With the pickup bed. Oh, the
Yeah,
yeah.
the Nomad.
Not with all the changes they've made. Though, I don't know if that's good enough.
Yeah. What else?
Um, what the hell? I'm thinking. I mean, you like flying the Connie, so there is that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got my Connie. I'm flying it right now. But I mean, a light fighter in the hands of a player, you just tear me to pieces. You get a Gladius on me, I'm fucking hosed. Well, you know what though? That's right. I didn't think about it. This because it is the Phoenix, right? That PDC does make a big difference against,
Fighters.
you know, light fighters.
Yep.
So that might be viable. We could try it. I mean, if we lose it, we lose it. You know, just claim it. Whatever.
Damn it.
Especially if we had turret gunner. You know, if you're in the turret, might work.
I'm gonna take another ship because the shit that I've been running into, we need more than one ship.
Yeah,
So we can
I
man
mean,
Polaris.
a good fighter, a good medium fighter might be best.
There's just too many asshats out now, and I've noticed that if there's more than one ship, they seem to back off a bit and try to figure out what they're gonna do. Which buys you time, of course, to fuck them up before they can. All right. I need a backpack.
Okay.
Damn it. No. Alright, helmet and my weapons and food and water, and I'll be set to go. I still don't. I could take, you know what I could do is I could take the Star Lancer tag. You're taking the Connie, you said, right?
Yeah, but a Star Lancer, man, that seems slower than a Connie.
But it's got a medical bay and space to carry a vehicle, so if I want to do any bunker runs or something. Because there's a lot of bounties now in bunkers.
Yeah.
I mean, they're actually inside the bunker, and you can't get close to the bunker if you're an ugly helmet. You need to drive to the bunker. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm sitting in my hangar ready to take off again, all repaired up and good to go. Did they patch while I was gone?
Yeah.
Live?
3 or 4 times. Yeah, they had hot fixes.
Okay. That was a pretty big download.
Yeah. Well, was 4.2 out when you left?
Yeah, 4.2 was out.
Was it? 4.1.
Absolutely.
4.1.2 was out. I know that. Are you sure 4. I think
No,
4.2 was
4.2
dropped
was
last
out.
week. Because it dropped last week.
It did?
4.2, yeah. We had 4.1.2 before that.
Oh, okay. Well, but I didn't reset me. I'm still in all my armor and all my other stuff.
Oh. Well, maybe it did drop then.
Pretty sure it dropped. Because I remember us talking about if we were going to go into Pyro at one time before I left, and we didn't, of course, go. Remember we were like, yeah, do we want to go try and do the fucking Valakar, you know? But we didn't. Do we need to? Do I need to grab any components for Hathor, like cards and shit?
Well, Hathor should be able to get the cards there.
Yeah, but I mean, I already have some.
Oh, then grab them if you want.
I mean, you think?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm just asking. Do you think?
Might as
Should?
well. If you got them to use, might as well. Save us time if we.
Yeah, I've got some of them. We'll fight. I don't think I. To think if it allowed you to store batteries. I don't think it did, or did, right? I don't think I have any batteries.
Batteries for what?
For Hathor.
You mean the big ones?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't made it that far.
Alright, so path maintenance key card. I got one of those. Can't remember if that's. Actually, I got those security encryptions, but that's for the zones. PYAM security key card. Aboard Pyrotechnic Amalgamated Stations. Yeah. That's Pyro, right?
Yeah.
OLP Supervisor Key Card. Add an orbital laser platform to access secured storage. I got 4 of those.
I know we need supervisor card for some of that stuff.
Yeah, I got. You want me to grab a supervisor card?
Yeah.
So I'll take at least one supervisor card. And then I think those blue cards, the Pyrum security key card, that's for the frickin' contested zone.
Yeah, we don't. Unless we decide to go there, we don't need those. We gotta get the other ones anyway before we use those. So.
Okay, I'm gonna take one path card too. I think that's for Hathor. A laser activation key card. I'm sure we can get those, but I'll take one of those.
Let's see. Come on. No, I need to. Oh, I gotta remember to bring repair. Don't forget repair and fuse it. Hiccups again. Repair and fuse it.
I got two fuses on me. What's this? A double bed? CitizenCon 2954 double bed? When did they give that to us?
Apparently towards the end, they actually show some images of the new prototype for the inventory. They're finally prototyping. They're not working on it yet, but they are prototyping it. Laying it out. It looks pretty good. It even has a stack all in it. But it actually looks good, and the functionality, if it holds, is a nice change in 3 years when it comes out. Alright, so I got sidearm, I got that.
I got one thing I got one SRT canister that's full. Okay. Alright, I think I'm in. I don't see those batteries though. I don't think I ever must have not been able to store any of them.
Batteries.
The big batteries for Hathor.
Oh. What am I forgetting? Oh, food and water. Med pens. Oh, bring oxygen.
Oh, I don't have any oxy pens.
I'll bring some extras. Yeah, you gotta start carrying oxygen.
Okay.
Or collecting them as you kill bad guys. Let's see. Repair. What the hell? Oh, this fucking thing.
Okay. Let me check. Maybe they just don't show up unless you're looking at the freight elevator. Which makes no sense, but whatever.
Alright, so med pens, oxypen. What am I forgetting? Water, I know that. Well, you're in the I guess, yeah, I'll bring the tag.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yes. So that way we can set our bed.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
has a hangar, a vehicle bay, and a hangar, make sure you put something in the hangar because it might save your ass.
Oh, yeah.
I got the thing that set me off the night. I won't go into the whole thing, but suffice it to say that I had recovered from another problem and had just got myself getting ready to leave the hangar.
Okay.
Powered the ship up and the game crashes. The desktop, no warning. And I'm like, what the fuck? But big deal, I'm in my hangar, I'll be right back in my pilot seat. Come back in the game. My ship is, I'm in my ship and I'm in the seat, hovering above the hangar. Okay? And I'm like, where the hell am I? So I go to third person to check it, of course. I'm in third, I'm just above my hangar. All of a sudden, while I'm in third person, the hangar doors flip open and a Polaris just comes barreling out of probably his hangar. Slams right into my Star Lancer. And I go soft kill. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright? And I had a bunch of shit in here that I was moving. And because I was taking it to clear my inventory because my inventory is so fucked up. So I've been making room. So I go soft kill. I got lucky in that I was right above the hangar, so the ship actually floated and landed on the
On the platform.
building. Yeah, on the platform up there, to the side of the hangar doors. And then
Gotcha.
when it set in that I'm in a safe zone and tractor beams don't work.
Yeah.
So here I am stuck with a ship full of shit.
In a safe zone.
In a safe zone. And I can't go anywhere. Can't do anything. And then I remember, wait a second, I put a Fury in the top hangar. Sure enough, that's still functional. So I grabbed that, and I'm thinking I was going to get the SRB, and I dragged the carcass. You know, I'd spawn the hangar doors and grab the carcass and haul it in. Of course, as soon as I leave the hangar with the SRB, the tractor beam doesn't work. It was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Talk about a bunch of bullshit. And keep in mind, this was after an even bigger disaster that happened. So I was already primed and pissed. And
You're already fit to be tied on this one.
Yep, and I lost it. I went ballistic. And fuck everything. I mean, I don't think you guys have heard me get that angry, to be honest with you. I was hot. It takes a lot to get me to that point, but I did it. And I think that the straw, I think it was simmering too, because when they patched the latest patch for 2.1, or for 4.2, I mean, it culled out another 50% of all my paid for and all my LTP again. So, and I'm not getting back the stuff that's being culled, by the way, even though they patched, which is making this even more frustrating. And I've had no contact with anybody from SIG at all. And I think it's just reaching a point of, just ignore me. Then why should I hold back anymore? Type thing, because they put out a new thing about new,
Yeah, I saw it where you sell or where you get people to use your code and buy the game.
Yep. And I'm like, I said, why in the hell did I do that when you people don't have the fucking wherewithal to take a look at people who have an actual broken account I said, there is no excuse, and I just, I said, enough is enough. I go, this is no longer fun. I said, you've got somebody that's been here for a long time on one of the bigger accounts, and I'm getting to walk. That's how pissed off I was. And, and this was through customer support. Because I said, it's been 7 months of this. 7 fucking months. And, and that same day, the thing that really set it off was my account bricked after that. Again. Completely unusable. I was not happy. That was...
Hey, stop talking about it. Might happen again. It's sheesh.
Well, if it happens again, I'll go off again. But, probably not that bad, though. At some point when we're close to a landing place on a planet or something, I want to stop and get a vehicle.
Alright, I'm in Daymar above the Tritus OLP.
Alright, I'm headed there as soon as I get to the cockpit. Because the Fury that
I'm gonna check for a mission.
The Fury I put in here is heavily damaged, so I need to repair it at some point. Do that at the same time I get a vehicle. Because I'm sure at some point when I need repairs, so I'll go to a mining base or something.
Oh crap, I just got, I guess I must have hit a high enough breath with them guys. I got a red level contract option now. Okay. I do have one of those yellow level Merc work ones that are on the platforms I could take.
I'm heading into orbit now.
Alright, I'll accept it and then share it. Are we in a party?
Sure. Oh shit, no I don't. Hold on. What's that?
Okay.
Go ahead and send when you're ready.
Alright, shares out. It's the platform that's on. It may not be the one I'm at.
No control of my ship.
looks like that mission that I got is in Hurston, not Crusader. Want to go to Hurston? Yeah. It's one of the it's one of the Hathor ones on Aberdeen.
I'm gonna make a quick stop and reset this game. It didn't pick up my controls.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do them that long. Freaking thing. Whoa! That was close. How you... I hate this inner thought system with a passion. What the hell? What the fuck is going on here? So I'm laying down in the frickin' bed and I can't turn my head to the side. What the hell? What the fuck? I don't think this game knows what it's doing. I think it's just completely lost its mind. I'm having so many control problems right now, it's not even funny.
Oh. That's nothing.
Alright, finally got logged out. I'm gonna reset this thing. Launch. Hey, McQueen. Pigill's back from his vacation. By the way, I talked to Chief today earlier. Sent me a message.
Oh, how's he doing?
Not good. He's pretty much bound to a wheelchair now, and he's having some other. I think things are starting to escalate for him, which sucks.
Sucks.
I can't remember what he called. Here, I'll look in a second. Let's see here. He said back in the hospital due to his Parkinson's, but he's really bad now. They've given him a wheelchair, and his motorized one will be coming soon. They got to do major mods to the house. The VA is going to help, I guess, with that for the scooter. He was upgraded to 100% disability for the lung damage from breathing burning oil and shield. That's just one of his injuries, like me. Something called CRS, cardiolopa levadosa. Don't know what that is. So that's the latest. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, I went the wrong way. And he also all of that. I guess Parkinson's affects the eyesight really bad too, which is why he can't play. Between the Parkinson's and the eyesight,
Yeah, is he taking dopamine?
he didn't
They have
list all of
one.
that stuff, but I can't assume because with his other injuries and stuff, there's probably other factors involved. So I don't know. It's the one thing that sucks about what we deal with is what may work for somebody else that's got, a certain ailment may not work for us depending on the situation, which is not good. And I'm back in my battle with the VA. I'm back in my battle again over the dental surgery. I'm getting tired of it. Now that the Republicans have finished all their bullshit, I'm going to send a letter to my senator, who's a former Navy SEAL. So hopefully I can get something done. Because this is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm hearing a bunch of fireworks starting to pop off. It's dark. Just must have. It's now dark. Okay. I may have to go sit out on the porch here.
Oddly enough, my dogs
Drink
have
a
been
beer.
quiet. Dogs have been quiet. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Boy, I just can't win. I can't win. I picked a med gun, right? I bought some med guns. They're fucking empty. They didn't come with the medical gel. It's like, so what did they do? Did they change that?
No, I haven't used a med gun this whole patch. Yeah,
Huh? Do
I
what?
don't use med guns anymore.
Well, I carry one in case I need to heal somebody else.
Gotcha. Well, I can heal somebody else with the other one too. It
And if they
doesn't.
need drugs, the drugs and stuff are coming more and It's like if you go do the worm thing,
Right, you need the radiation.
decon, and you need some other shit. I don't remember what the other one's called. But there's a couple different med things that you need for that one. And a med gun has them. I don't know if it's got decon as well. I don't think so though. I think it's got the other ones, but not the decon. So you need the yellow decon pens.
Quantum travel complete.
Do what?
Jumping in.
Where's the damn marker?
Right on me now.
Oh shit. Send me the mission again.
Oh. I should have.
Got it. Did they announce before you left that the reclaimer is going through a rework and getting its point defense?
No.
Yeah.
How many?
I don't know. Didn't give
Gotta be at least
specifics.
two.
It was a comment made by Sig. It wasn't detailed information.
Okay.
But apparently it's the next ship getting its point defense, so whatever that means.
Don't know what's taking so long.
Quantum travel complete.
Why the hell did it come out so soon? It must have come in on you.
Maybe.
Alright, we gotta go to the OLP.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
Coming in hot.
There's a lot of dudes I need
Yep.
to eliminate.
Yeah, I know. Why did they give us markers for all the freaking contract complete?
What?
It just said contract complete.
I know. Why?
Oh. See if there's another one.
Wait, there's dudes all over the place on the running around on the platform.
See if there's another one.
Those AI? Yeah, but it may not be at this station, you know?
Well, see if there's one for this station I meant, because it must have been stuck or something. So somebody came in and killed all these.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm betting somebody just didn't have a mission. They just came here and killed all the bad guys, and we just got credit for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Landing gear down.
Doesn't tell me what platform,
Successful.
but I can get it, but I don't know which one it is.
Well, let's go check this one out before we do anything. Don't forget,
All right,
my
I'm
ship's
landing.
over here if I'm going to land over here to get in the medical.
Sure.
Let's see. Let me move so you can...
Yeah, that pig.
Hey.
You pull forward, I can probably land catty corner behind you.
Yeah.
That's probably enough.
You get to leave fields up to power on because you've got the point defense. So this actually works too because you can cover us. Your ship can cover us.
Hopefully.
Well, your ship will,
Covers.
you know.
Do us something. It should, hopefully, huh?
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. At least that
Alright.
reset fixed my controls. Hold on a second, I gotta put this. I don't need sniper.
Why is my ship bouncing everywhere?
Because you're not landed on your landing gear.
I sure think I am.
Then you're sitting on something.
Alright. My engines are off.
Yeah, but it's gonna bounce you all over. So you're gonna want to move it because otherwise you're gonna end up losing your ship.
Yeah.
Because it'll eventually bounce itself into red state. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then
But
you
why?
have...
Why? There's
Because you're
nothing
hitting
here.
something. Well, according to it,
Landing gear
your
looks...
gear's not down or you're hitting something. That's what it's thinking.
Gear's down.
Maybe you're hitting something you can't see.
Yeah, it looks square, huh?
Here, I'm out and take a look myself.
Well,
No, I don't see anything.
yeah, I don't
Could
know.
be another... Now, see, to me, it's not bouncing. You're set fine.
Where's the med bay? Right here?
Yep, right there.
You're on the right or the left?
Doesn't matter. You can now pick anyone, even somebody else's. They fixed it. Quiet. Too quiet.
Alright, close her up.
Well, that's cute. I'm out here.
Closed up.
Whoa, shot at. Where is he?
See him?
Target
Down.
Another one up top
Got another one.
with no helmet on. Now how in the hell is he
Another one up
surviving
there.
without a helmet? Shit, another guy shooting at me now.
There's multiples up top.
Well, come on, kill them all.
Got 3 down up top.
Damn peckerheads.
One
Really?
down on the ground.
How are they hitting me
Coming
so
through the
damn far
door.
with a fucking shotgun?
Where?
Down. That dumbass was hitting me every shot with a shotgun from this far.
A hell of a choke. Maybe he had slugs. Slug ammo in
No,
the
it
game?
was. You could see.
Wait, is there another one?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Where? Oh shit, I see him. Down.
This is ridiculous.
You alright?
It will be, but it's still ridiculous. They're using bullshit. They're not using slug, but they can shoot from freaking ever and apparently hit us in the head with them again. I'm inside now. I'm gonna take the stairs up. Clear so far.
Coming in. There was a guy up top that had a backpack on him.
Was there? That might have been
Yeah.
earlier then.
I want to go up and investigate.
Okay, yeah.
Not sure how to get to him. Ooh, there's some good fireworks going off now. Whoa,
Yeah.
I got a bad guy out here.
Kill it. I got a bad guy in here.
Guy, he's running around like fucking a madman.
Oh shit. I got a bunch of them in here. Time for an ad. Shit. Trouble?
Right, I'm up outside.
Shit.
Are you dead?
No. Holy shit. They came out of the woodwork. I walked into a nest of them here.
Checking the guy with the backpack.
Yeah, we gotta check them all for the cards, don't we?
Yeah. He's... I don't know what he's got here.
Maybe I should have brought that fucking sniper rifle.
Oh shit. More guys just keep coming here. Oh shit. I'm getting hit.
Yeah, I've got a level 3 already. Oh, I saw you pop your head up there.
Oh, that guy that hit me.
He's dead. Yeah, these guys came barreling up the steps to me too. Once they realized.
Oh, they're running like a madman.
Yep. That you firing?
No.
Okay, go down. Wow. This is my kind of battle, though. I haven't found any key cards or anything
I
yet.
don't see any keys on him.
So far, I haven't either.
You know, I just killed the son of a bitch. Why he wouldn't have it?
Well, I'm sure there's plenty in here that I've been killing, so we'll find them.
Guy had a sniper rifle.
What kind?
Gemini.
Bring it. Bring the ammo for it too, because
A103. It's an
It
A103.
doesn't matter.
A03.
One of us should have one. Oh, there's one in here. Because these guys are pulling at us at long range.
Yeah, they are.
What the hell?
Right, where are you? I'm coming back.
I'm inside. I should have a marker.
Right, I'm going to check the upper deck real quick just because.
Gotta figure out where the key cards are. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. That was a spawn closet.
I found a key card. I just took a key card out of the main console here. One of these tablets that got writing on them. Welcome new site staff. Found a bunch of these pads with emails on. I guess that's part of the story. Damn, I can't believe I killed all these guys. Another guy with a backpack. He got that 55 on him. And a large backpack if you want it. No key card though.
Killed 2 more guys. Shotgunners. No key card.
Yeah, I'm trying to find those consoles that we had to find before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I found the storage room. I don't know if I have a key for it, but, or a storage room. I think I have one.
Question is, where in hell are those? A lot of medical boxes.
Spawn closet.
Frog Forest tool safe vest. What the fuck is that? Come on, where in hell are these? I know. Key card machine's got to be around here somewhere.
couple of them, aren't there?
Huh?
There's a couple of them, right?
Yeah. Whoa, somebody just shot me.
Yeah.
Why the hell am I... Oh, that fucking game. Wow. Pull up my weapon, it won't let me fire, and then it switches weapons. Even though I didn't switch the weapon.
Right.
Alright, I found
So
one of them.
nice.
I found one of them.
Okay. I'm done clearing up. Oh shit.
Got it. It's a yellow striped card. And I think the one that I took out of the other console is red, right? Red stripe? Supervisor?
I don't know. This guy with a backpack was just running like a bat out of hell. Dude, I think they're respawning pretty quick here. There's a battle going on outside with ships.
Oh shit, then we need to get out to our ships. Fuck.
God damn it. Let me shoot my gun.
I'm heading towards our ships.
Dude, this fucking reloading not working. Bullshit.
It's a damn... Yeah, it's because everything's fucking server-centric. Where'd you see ships fighting?
Well, I saw, you know, bolts like, you know, firing. And I don't know.
How can these guys be out here without fucking helmets and shit?
Good question. No key card on this gun either.
Yeah, I don't see anybody out here.
Alright.
We gotta find that other keycard machine. I found the one. Whoop! Who the hell shot at me?
There's a bunch of dudes. I'm coming inside from the other platform and three guys right in my face.
Somebody just hit me.
I'm fucking out of ammo.
I told you. Oh shit.
But I shouldn't have been.
Why do I have to click twice for fucking... Oh, you gotta be kidding. I'm down. Why do I have to click twice to get a fucking grenade to freaking throw? There's two guys here that were in a spawn closet.
Players?
No, in a spawn closet, but I'm down, so...
Alright.
I can't believe the thing didn't kill me, though.
I need a fucking gun.
Huh?
I said I need a gun.
Well, there's plenty of gun laying around.
Oh shit. Ouch. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
There's still one guy standing in the spawn closet there that I see. The second guy, I don't know where he went. You on your way?
They were shooting my ass. I'm trying to get back to you, but I was getting lit up. Multiple guys running by here.
Yep. Don't forget there's a guy near me in a spawn closet just standing there. I don't know which way you're coming, so I can't tell you which way he's going to be to you. Getting tired of having
Fucking
to click.
all over the place. They just keep spawning, don't they?
Yeah, I'm getting tired though, probably because we don't have a mission. But I'm getting tired of having to double click just to get a command to function.
Where the fuck is your mind?
You have my marker, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm on the ground floor,
Alright.
near one of the exits. But in this hallway, there is a spawn closet, and there's a guy standing in there with a sniper rifle.
I got 2 level 3s now.
I don't know how many I've got. Once you get to me, we go out to the ship and heal ourselves.
Fuck are the stairs down, for crying out loud. Just non-stop, man. Shit, what the fuck are you?
Watch out, behind you, behind you, behind you! Alright, you're clear. Where are you going?
Hold on.
I'm here, I'm here! Let's get to our ship.
Fuck to the ship.
Yeah, because I've got multiple 3s. That
Yeah, I got multiple
stupid
3s.
beep ass thing going. Whee! Run, 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 run.
One guy down. You ran right past him.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was running, because I wasn't sure where they were. Oh, somebody just fired at me. Where is he? You see him? There
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
up on that second level.
There's 2 of them. That's one.
Come on, fucking reload.
Where'd the second one go?
He's hiding behind that wall, I think.
Got him.
There he runs. See him running?
Yeah, I'm seeing him sink
He's down.
all over the fucking place.
Yeah, he's desyncing all over. I got him now. Let's get in that
I
damn
hit
shit.
the first one though.
Get in here. Close the door. I don't know what to do.
What?
I said, get in here. Close the door.
You're not standing for some reason. You're crouched. Now you glad I brought this?
Yeah, I should have brought a lot more ammo. You know, 1,000 rounds just doesn't get you what it used to, I guess.
Nope. Apparently, I was talking to some of the other ETF, and they were basically saying an average of 1,000 rounds to kill a Balacar per person. And I've got that stupid beep. Frickin' kidding me? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Well, we gotta go get ammo. So I'll follow you. I'm gonna have to log again.
I'm gonna go watch some fireworks.
Oh, alright.
I'm gonna go leave. Take off and log.
Alright.
Something. I mean, they're spawning like at such a rapid pace. I mean, holy
I think
crap.
it's because we don't have a mission.
Oh, okay.
So they just respawn when we kill them because there's no mission.
Gotcha. I mean, you could sit here and fucking spawn, or you know, bounty hunter or bounties on them, I guess. Called arms, right? Would work. Should
Yeah.
we
Yep.
get credit for them?
Yep.
I mean, I had called arms
Actually,
up.
I
At
bet
least I
it would.
think I did. Alright, I'm gonna jump off here somewhere.
This is why having everything freaking server centric is just utter lunacy. Because the beeping that is happening is because of the servers. Shit like that should be client side, not fucking server side. You know, what gets me is they're so worried about hacking. Well, guess what? They're getting shit hacked so bad it's not even funny. So clearly, it didn't make a freaking bit of difference using server side to prevent it.
Certainly doesn't seem to be stopping it.
Well, no, when everybody kept saying, "Oh, stop hacking," I said, "Bullshit, it will. We have it in the Navy. It ain't gonna make a freaking difference. You need shit-hot programmers and anti-hacking teams to deal with hacking."
Actively.
Yeah. I go, why do you think if the only mesh that we have in the military is a air-gapped mesh? Why? Because they're too fucking easy to hack, you morons. Oh no, they stop hacking. Oh yeah, it's like, man, you people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh come on.
Alright, I'll talk to you later. We'll see how I feel though. It's getting late. 9:30. I'm gonna watch fireworks and drink a beer.
Yeah, I'll be around
Oh,
tomorrow.
glad I hooked up with you though and able to talk a bit.
Yep, I'll be around tomorrow.
Alright, later, man.
Later.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to a safe designation.
Alright, that's it for tonight. See you next time if you're still here, McQueen.